All right, guys, what is up? Fantasy football is finally back. We are here. The first Sunday of football coming up in just about 40 minutes or so. So just going through, the latest news, injuries, who we are playing, who we're starting, who we're sitting. Just go over some of that latest stuff here. I also got to go over my lineups one last time as well. So I'll do that. I'll do that with y'all, but let's talk about I guess Ty Montgomery is playing. So we've got Ty Montgomery actually playing today, which kind of has a little negative effect on Ramondre Stevenson, of course. So we just don't know how much work he's going to get or how much he'll take away, how much Montgomery will take away from what Stevenson, could be or what he could do. So that worries me a little bit there. So I'm probably not. I think I have Stevenson in one of my leagues actually, which I'm actually playing. I had to pick between Damian Pierce and Stevenson, and we went with Pierce. So let's see, George Kittle not playing. Little uptick to Debo as well as Ayuk. Alan Lazard apparently is doubtful, so I don't expect him to play. So expect maybe Dubes or even Sammy Watkins. I don't know. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more. I don't think they'll be as pass heavy, without Lazard there. But we'll see how that goes. J.K. Dobbins ruled out, kind of what we expected. I mean, I wouldn't have started him anyway. Obviously, he's just not ready to come back yet. So expect Mike Davis and Drake to get to work there. Drake London is active, so he'll be playing. Not too worried about anything there. What is he going to do? I mean, he's going to get a ton of targets. There's literally nobody else there except for Pitts, so he'll be getting some work. Michael Thomas also active. Not a huge fan of Michael Thomas this year, as you know if you listen to me, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of Michael Thomas. I mean, I'm not expecting a wide receiver one season, as I keep saying. I expect Olave to do better than Michael Thomas does. Better than Michael Thomas does today. What else we got here? Rondell Moore is ruled out. Marquise Brown, huge uptick for Marquise Brown, as well as Zach Ertz. If he does play, he is questionable. They are expecting him to play. So I mean, if Ertz plays, you got to play him. The targets that he can get there with everybody out are great. Parham also out for the Chargers, so you've got Gerald Everett going to take his place there. Who else we got here? Let's see. Godwin is playing as well, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I wouldn't play Godwin if I had him. Just kind of wait and see what happens there. Wait for him to get a little more healthy. I expect him to bring him along slow. And Russell Gage as well, questionable. I think they do expect him to play as well. But let me go over. Let's go over some of my squad here, and let me see what's going on with Instagram real quick. There's a few people on. Few people on. Insta going over stuff as well. But let me bring up my. Let's bring this up here so we can go over some of my teams. I guess I'll start from the top here. I've got a few different leagues. I got to see if I can bring up all this in the different pages as well. But let's see. All right, so we're going over some of my squad specifically. Let's look at this one. This is a dynasty league. Let's see if I got to make any last minute changes. I'm in like 9 leagues, so I constantly have to keep checking all of my shit, making sure I'm up to date on everything. But all right, Josh Allen obviously killed it. I mean, that was huge. So we've got Penny and Mitchell. Here goes Craig. hopping in here. Wish you could be on the live with me, but you're not. I'm on YouTube and Facebook as well. But anyway, Hammer. I'm going through some of my squad here. This is one of my other dynasty teams that I did in this other league with some Instagram people. But Josh Allen obviously killed it. Elijah Mitchell, Penny, Lamb, AJ Brown, St. Brown, Knox, Marquise Brown, Stafford in the super flex, which didn't really do me much, but we got Willis, Stevenson, Algier. We've got really no moves to make. We've got DK on the bench in this league because St. Brown, AJ Brown, CD Lamb, and Marquise Brown are just better plays. So we're keeping him. We're keeping him on the bench. I am playing him in another league, but yeah. So there's no changes to make here. We're all set. We're all set in this league. We're all set. Let's look at this other. This is one of my home leagues. One of the important ones, of course. Home leagues always trump and take advantage here. But see, I've got Ertz here in the tight end slot, and they're expecting him to play. But just in case, who do I have? What's up, Crank? Any last minute questions, man? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what decisions you got making. You got to make. Let's see. We do got Frymouth. See, that's the problem. Frymouth plays at 1. Ertz don't play till 4. So if Ertz don't play, well, I still got. I guess I can play Irv if I really have to. But I like Ertz here because of everyone that's missing. Right, Rondell's not there. He won't be playing. DeAndre Hopkins won't be playing. So, if Ertz plays, even if he's at like 85%, I mean, that's still he can still create a massive target share there in what could be a shootout with Kansas City. So, we've got Penny in the flex there. So, other than Penny, my other options in the flex would be Tony Pollard. I don't really have any other options there. So, we're gonna keep Penny in the flex, obviously, with Walker out. He could have a huge game. He could have a huge game. All right, let's move on to the next league here. Let's move on to the next one. This is another league that I'm in. Let's see. We've got Dak. We've got we got Dak. We got Swift, Patterson, Lamb, Higgins, Schultz, Mike Williams, St. Brown, Buffalo D. Yeah, we don't really have any decisions here to make. I mean, we've got Patterson in there. We've got Hines, Cook on the bench, Pacheco. So we've got to play Patterson. This was a full PPR, but just a ton of wide receivers I had, so I went just kind of real late on the RB2 there. There's Bagala joining it on Insta here. Man, I wish you fuckers could join me. Rashard Penny or AJ Dillon in redraft. Oof, that's a tough one. I'm gonna lean. Oh, man, that's tough. Because the one thing about Seattle is they could very well just start getting blown out by Denver, and then Penny just sucks for that. AJ Dillon with no Lazard there, I expect them to lean heavily on the run game there. So I do like Dillon, but again, Penny could be. There's nobody else there. Like he could be the guy there as well. So I'm gonna lean on AJ Dillon just because the Vikings defense absolutely sucks, and they've just got nobody else. The defense is horrible, and Aaron Rodgers has got nobody else really there. So I expect AJ Dillon to get the ball. Carr versus what was this? Carr versus Chargers or Lance versus Bears. This is a tough one. I know Lance doesn't have Kittle. He does have the rushing upside, but that Carr, that Chargers and Raiders game, that could be a shootout. So I'm gonna lean going Carr on this one. I'm gonna hold off on Lance just for this week. I'll go with Carr. Who do I start, Swami? Irv Smith or Cole Kmet? Cole Kmet, Bagala. We're going with Cole Kmet. The reason why I'm not going with Irv is he's just coming back from injury. We don't know exactly what his role is going to be in that offense. So I'm going to roll with Cole Kmet instead of Irv Smith for this week. And Cole Kmet had a ton of receptions last year. His only problem is scoring touchdowns. So we need him to score some touchdowns. But yeah, I'm sitting Irv this week. I'll take Kmet this week. All right, so that league's done. Shit, I'm in too many leagues where I gotta look at all my damn teams, make sure I got everything lined up. And you can follow on YouTube as well. I'm live right now on YouTube and Facebook as well. Dynasty Life Fantasy Football. So go check it out there. You can actually see my actual screen with my teams here. I'll show you my next one here that we are looking at. Prescott, Swift, and I've got six. I've got DeAndre Swift in all six of my redraft leagues. It just kind of happened that way, so he needs to kill it. But CEH at RB2, which I don't love, but I kind of killed it at wide receiver. AJ Higgins, Kelsey, Metcalf, Marquise Brown. I don't. There's nothing for me to change here. We're all good in this league. What other questions y'all guys have? Let me know. Njoku or Tanyan? We're going with Tanyan. I'm going with Tanyan on that. Again, no Lazard. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have much guys to throw the ball to, so we're going to roll with Tanyan on that. Again, Vikings defense is horrible. And Njoku, I mean, with no Watson, I mean, he could have a decent game with Brissett, but I think Tanyan definitely has a higher upside going in. Matt Ryan or Trevor Lawrence in 2 QB? I need professional insight. That's tough as well. Who is let me see what we got here. Hold on. Trevor Lawrence this week. Oops. Trevor Lawrence is going against Washington. I'm gonna lean Trevor Lawrence because with Matt Ryan, they're gonna run the ball a lot more. Obviously, when you've got JT, so they're kind of a run first offense. And Trevor Lawrence, no matter what the game script, he's going to be throwing the ball. So in the Colts, I don't expect them really to be behind for them to have to throw the ball a lot. So I'll take my chances on Trevor Lawrence this week over Matt Ryan. That's the insight for you, Bagala. What else you got? I know Chicken said he's playing Romeo Dubes over. I think he said it was DK. All right, so that league's good, and then I got one other here on Sleeper before I have to go over to my other leagues. Let's see. I have a trade offer. All right, let's see what you got, Crank. I got a trade offer: Trevor Lawrence and CeeDee Lamb for Joe Burrow and Jalen Waddle. I have Jefferson, Pittman, Lazard, and Carr as my other QB in redraft Superflex. So you've got Carr as your other QB, Trevor Lawrence and CeeDee Lamb for Joe Burrow and Jalen Waddle. So then you'd have, if I'm reading this correctly, you'd have Carr and Lawrence if you make this trade. Yeah, I don't know if I love that. I like Joe Burrow, even though I love CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you've already got Jefferson, Pittman, and then you've got Jalen Waddle. I don't know if I want to downgrade from Joe Burrow to Trevor Lawrence, especially in the super flex. So yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. Even though I love CeeDee Lamb, I mean, with Jalen Waddle and Lazard as your wide receiver threes, I mean, I think you're okay. But I don't know if I want to downgrade from Joe Burrow to Trey Lance. Uh, Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one, but yeah, like I said, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I'd hold on to Burrow. I'd roll with Burrow and Carr and just stay with Jefferson, Pittman, Lazard, and Jalen Waddle. All right, let me check out this last one here. My last. This is another dynasty one. That I'm doing with Bagala and Hammer. We combined on this one, but Mahomes, Eckler, Brees Hall, Sammy Watkins. We had Davis go, Tolbert, Kelsey, Hilaire, McKissick. This is a league where we missed the draft. We missed like the first 4 picks, which kind of sucked. But we've got D Hop on the bench. Lazard obviously is not playing. We're not playing Osborne. Rondell Moore is hurt. So yeah, we don't got much to choose there. I'm not too happy with that team, but that's I think that's a 14 team another 14 team dynasty league like my other one. So I'm in 2 14 team dynasty leagues, which I love. There's just so much you can do. There's so many other teams. There's so many moves you can make. But all right, so that wraps it up for at least my sleeper teams. So we're all good there. We've got half an hour left, guys. We've got 30 minutes until we start actually getting some action. I'd take CD. I have Lawrence and Lamb. But oh, I have Lawrence. Maybe I read that the wrong way. Sinatra. You get Joe Burrow and Jalen Waddle, and you have to give up CD. Um, yeah, that's tough. I don't know. But getting Burrow is big. Getting Burrow is big. That's a real tough. That's a real tough way to look at. But I'd look at some of the other teams in your league, see what QBs they have. Um, because I mean, it's a pretty even trade to be honest. But I'd rather have Joe Burrow. But yeah, Joe Burrow is a big enough upgrade for me. I'd take it. I'd take Burrow and Waddle. I'd give up CD and Trevor Lawrence. I'd do it, man. I'd do it. Bagala says he'd take CD as well. I agree. So yeah, I'd go CD and Lawrence. No, what are you saying? He takes CD. No, I'd give up CD. I'm saying my bad. I give up CD. I take Burrow and the Waddle side in the super flex definitely. But that is a tough one though. Bagala says he'd take CD. Um, can't be mad either way. But let me see if I can get this other squad on this damn thing here. Any other questions y'all got? Let's get into it before this thing starts. Take that off. All right, here we go. Pulling up the Yahoo. I don't love the way Yahoo is set up either. I'd much rather Dame Sleeper. But all right, let's see. We got here Josh Allen, Pittman, Waddle, Najee, Swift, Godert, St. Brown. We've got Pollard on the bench. Kirk. Yeah, we got nothing to look at here. So we're all good to go on Yahoo there. All good to go on Yahoo. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. Let's see. Let's see who else we rolling with. Let's look at the NFL. So I got another squad on NFL.com, which is by far, by far, my worst favorite platform of them all. But let's check it out. Russell Wilson, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, AJ Brown, St. Brown, Godert, ETN. We don't got anybody on the bench really worth playing. Alan Lazard is most likely not playing. So we're all set here on NFL as well. And the last one's gonna be my ESPN's. And we've got two at ESPN to look at, and then that'll be all set. We'll be all set and ready. Let's check it out. I don't know if y'all seen some of my team names as well on there, but some of them are pretty funny. All right, let's go. We've got Josh Allen, Prescott, Swift, ETN, Mike Williams, Darnell Mooney, Schultz, Damian Pierce. We've got Stevenson on the bench, and that's the only guy that might be worth starting. But we're going to go with Pierce, especially with Ty Montgomery actually playing and he's back. So we're going to go with Pierce. We're going to go with Pierce in the flex here. It was a little bit of a decision earlier in the week, but now that Ty Montgomery is playing, we're going to roll with Pierce. We're going to roll with Pierce. So that's good for that squad. We're all set there. And then we've got one more. We've got one more to go over. And this is the last one here where Stafford and A-Rob just kind of gave me an egg. I mean, that was bad. But we've got Swift, Javante, Mike Williams, St. Brown, Schultz, and then we've got Pollard in the flex. The only other guy we could have thrown in the flex would have been Lazard, but he's probably not playing. But we're gonna play Pollard over Dotson though on what could be a high scoring game against the Bucks. Uh, so yeah, I mean, our lineups are set. We're ready to go. Are y'all ready to go? Are y'all ready to go? Um, yeah, so we got 20 minutes to till kickoff. Everybody should have their lineups and their minds made up and their minds set for now. Um, and I'm gonna get my red zone set up, and I'll probably be going live during portions of the red zone. So y'all can just I'll just commentate on that. Obviously, I can't show actual red zone on the stream, but I'll have it here. And I'll just be, commenting on what's going on pretty much play by play. Because I got nothing else to do. It's football season, baby. So let's see. Any other questions? Jim, thanks for watching. You got any questions? Who you starting? What decisions have you made this week, or have you even had to make decisions? I mean, some people, depending how you draft and who you have, there might not be any decisions to actually make, but in a lot of cases, there are. But I'm hoping for Schultz to have it. I need Schultz to have a huge game. I've got Schultz. I've got St. Brown, Mike Williams, DeAndre Swift, and Javante Williams. I've got them in a bunch of leagues. So we're hoping they can go off. They can really go off tonight. You think I should play Mooney or AJ Dillon? That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go Mooney. Even though I do love AJ Dillon, especially this week with Lazard out, Mooney is just the only guy there. In Chicago. So I like Mooney's upside more. I think he just has a higher probability to get more chances. But AJ Dillon should get the ball as well. But then again, down in that red zone, we don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be Aaron Jones? Is it going to be AJ Dillon? So I'm going to roll with Mooney. I'm going to roll with Mooney on this one, but you can't be mad either way. Can't be mad either way. But all right, what else we got here? And thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram right now. Dynasty Life Fantasy Football. I'll probably stay on for a few more before I start setting up my red zone stuff, because I'll be hopping back on to bring you red zone coverage as well. Ain't nothing better than red zone. I started A-Rob and Stafford. Man, me too. Jim, I've got a guy. I've got a team where I have Stafford and A-Rob. I wound up stacking them. I didn't mean for it to happen that way. It just so happened. But yeah, it was bad. But I'm not worried about A-Rob going forward. Don't forget last year, Woods dudded that first game. Right, we were in the same position last year where Woods dudded that first game. So I expect A-Rap to come back strong. Sean McVay has already said he's going to be looking to get him the ball, just as he said last year with Woods. And if you saw the tape, I'm not sure if you saw some of the tape. Allen Robinson was getting open, but in that zone coverage, I mean, Cup is just getting open way too much, and Stafford just loves Cup way too much. But I expect Allen Robinson to bounce back. It's just a tough week this week, and if you've got Stafford and Robinson, like you said, like I did, it hurts. So I need Swift, I need Javante, I need Mike Williams to have a big game. St. Brown, we just need some guys to come in here. In the flex, let's see, we got a question here from Fendi. In the flex, CEH, Robert Woods, Kadarius Toney, Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce by a mile. It's not even close. Robert Woods coming back from the injury, and that offense I just don't like. So we're not playing him. CEH, we don't know what's going to happen with him either. What is he going to get? What touches is he going to get? We just don't know. He does have some high upside, yes, but I think I love Damian Pierce a lot more. We know he's the workhorse. We know he's going to get the ball. Kadarius Toney, another guy just coming back from injury, can't stay healthy. Giants offense is horrible. So I like Damian Pierce of all those options there, Fendi. Jim says so far. Yeah, exactly, man. Hopefully Robinson comes back. He will. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. The guy is still a prolific route runner. As if you saw that tape, you can look it up. You can find it on YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. It was the first game. Stafford hasn't really played in the preseason or really in the in OTAs and in camp as well, because of the elbow. He got the surgery. So I expect him to bounce back big. I expect him next week, just like Woods last year came back with like 9 catches, in that second week. So I expect the same thing pretty much to happen for Allen Robinson. I'm not worried. It just sucks that it happened week one. He's a great buy low candidate. If you're looking, to go out and get Allen Robinson, he could be a great guy to buy low. Hopefully they can help me win too. I still have Sutton, T, Eckler, Kamara, and Irv Smith. Yeah. I'm I don't know if you were here earlier. I don't love Irv Smith play this week just because he is coming back from injury. We haven't really seen him in the preseason. We don't know what he's going to be doing in this offense. I do expect him to have a big role, but I've got to see it first. I mean, unless you're in deeper leagues, um, then okay. But or if that's all you have, if you wound up just waiting on tight end and took advantage of those other positions, because I mean, you got Sutton, T, Eckler, Kamara. I mean, you've got some guys that can do damage. So just kind of got to wait and see. Just kind of got to hold out on it. It sucks. A-Rob dudded it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, take advantage in some of those leagues. Somebody might be putting them on the, putting them on the trade block. So you could take advantage there. But all right, I'm getting out of here. But again, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Dynasty Life Fantasy Football. We are live. And I'm about to get back on probably in the next 15, 20 minutes once Red Zone starts back up, once these kickoffs start, and just kind of, commentate shit from there. So follow me on there. Irv Smith is my starter for now. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, do you have another starter? Should I play Everett? Yeah, I like Everett. I like Everett better than Irv Smith. That's definitely a better play for this week. Yeah, definitely. Because Parham is out and what could be a high scoring game there. Um, so I definitely like Everett better. Yeah, I like Everett over Smith. I do that. I do that. Especially with with Parham out. I definitely do that. Wait till we see, what we want to see out of Irv Smith. At least Everett's in that high powered offense over there. No problem, man. Again, follow me on YouTube. I'll be on in probably another 20 minutes or so, giving you live red zone coverage. So follow me there. But thanks for watching, man. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here for now. Like I said, I'll be back in about 20 minutes or so. Get us some more coverage here. But thanks, guys, for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.